breaking news. Let's tell you what Uddhav Thackeray, exclusively here on Times Now, we are going to tell you what Uddhav Thackeray has told his Shiv Seniks during the National Executive meeting. He has said that nobody can use Shiv Sena's name or else the name of Balasaheb Thackeray for their own reasons. Unanimous decision has been taken inside the National Executive meeting. 5 important decisions have been taken in this meeting as well. Remember, it is being chaired by Uddhav Thackeray in person. An important line has also been given, a whip has been given that nobody can use the name of Balasaheb and Shiv Sena other than the Shiv Sainiks. So more Sena functionaries are now calling for a Shakti Pradarshan. So that's the big breaking news, the inside track. Even as we speak, let's go across to Arunil, who's getting us minute-by-minute updates from inside the Sena Bhavan. At a time when we have seen Dar as well as done, there's also Sahyog that Shiv Sena Supremo, at least for now, Uddhav Thackeray is trying to shore up in the Sena Bhavan.
Well, Meghna, at present I'm reporting from the Sena Bhavan. With me are some Shiv Seniks as well. They have been speaking against, they have been raising slogans against the Eknath Shinde camp. Basically, we'll speak to these Shiv Seniks. आप बताओ कि अंदर ऐसा ठहराव हुआ है कि सेना भवन ठाकरे फैमिली का ही रहेगा, सीएम उद्धव ठाकरे का ही रहेगा और शिव सेना सीएम उद्धव ठाकरे की रहेगी. इसके बारे में आपको क्या कहना है?
जो निर्णय अंदर हुआ है वो क्लियर है कि शिवसेना जो 4 शब्द है वो और कोई ले नहीं सकता है. शिवसेना का ही शिवसेना रहेगा. बालासाहेब ठाकरे ही शिवसेना के उन्होंने बनाया था शिवसेना, तो उनका नाम कोई ले नहीं सकता है. ये
ऐसा भी ठहरा हुआ है कि एकनाथ शिंदे को सेना भवन में अभी एंट्री नहीं दी जाएगी. उसके ऊपर आपको कैसा लगता है?
तो उनको महाराष्ट्र में तो आने दो, एंट्री की बाद में बात करेंगे. आज शिवसैनिक यहाँ पे अंगार है. ये शिवसैनिकों ने शिवसेना पार्टी बनाया है, शिवसैनिकों ने एमएलए बनाया है, तो एमएलए जा सकते. शिवसैनिक यही पे शिवसेना के साथ में रहेगा.
संजय कदम जी, आपके अगेंस्ट भी ईडी गई थी. अभी आप इस पे कुछ बोलना चाहोगे कि मतलब जो बाकी लोग गए, ऐसा शिवसेना का कहना है कि जो ईडी के डर से ये सब शिवसेना एमएलए वाले भागे. आपके अगेंस्ट भी आपके घर पे भी ईडी की छापा लगा था, तो आपको क्या कहना है उसके बारे में?
मेरे घर पे ईडी इनकम टैक्स आई, उन्होंने छापे मारे. मैं वो ईडी और इनकम टैक्स को फेस कर रहा हूँ और जो मालूम पड़ रहा है कि ये 40 के 40 एमएलए को डराया गया है ईडी के छापे गिरेंगे करके. तो मेरा आह्वान है ये 40 एमएलए को कि ये ईडी और इनकम टैक्स को डरो मत, आ जाओ, फेस करो. क्या होगा? फांसी तो नहीं देंगे ईडी और इनकम टैक्स.
आपको क्या कहना है? ऐसा भी ठहरा हुआ है कि जो धनुष्य बाण है वो ठाकरे फैमिली के साथ ही रहेगी, सीएम उद्धव ठाकरे के साथ ही रहेगी.
ये तो बरकरार है, ये लिखी हुई रखी है कि धनुष्य बाण और शिवसेना ये ठाकरे फैमिली का है, शिव सैनिक का है. ये प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है, मगर ये शिव सैनिक का है. और अभी आपने जो संजय को सवाल पूछा, ईडी से डरने वाले डरपोक होते हैं, जो ईडी के सामने जाते हैं वो शेर होते हैं, और वो शिव सैनिक यहाँ पर डट के खड़े हैं. ये आप देख रहे हैं. ईडी से भागना उनका एक केवल बहाना है, उन्हें वहां के रूट पर जाना ही था. और जो कार्यकारिणी की
अगर हम if we look at it, these Shiv Seniks are in an extremely aggressive mood now, and we also understand that more Sena functionaries are being called at the Sena Bhavan. A massive Shakti Pradarshan is being initiated by the CM Uddhav Thackeray camp. This coming at a time when Section 144 is imposed in Mumbai by the Mumbai police.
Well, in fact, do stay on with us. Let me go across to Tamal Saha. Also, breaking news which is coming in from the rebel camp now, that Eknath Shinde and the rebels have gone into a huddle in the Guwahati hotel that they are staying in. Tamal, what are you picking up? After all, their offices are being ransacked, their faces on posters are being inked, security cover they claim to their families has been withdrawn. What is the Shinde camp doing next? There seems to be a bit of a problem there
which
with
are fast happening in Mumbai.
We can hear you now.
They have a clear bearing on what happens next. Yes, Meghna, as I was saying, that what happens in Maharashtra with the fast developments over there, they have a direct bearing on what happens here in Guwahati. I'm right now outside the hotel. Eknath Shinde and the camp is there inside. They have not stepped out even for once. But what you've been given to understand, the meeting which started at 2 has been on since then. And there had been multiple deliberations which are on. Primarily, the fact that there had been notices issued to all the 16 rebel MLAs. Now, there are 50 MLAs, out of which roughly about 40 has been claimed by Eknath Shinde and his camp, are from Shiv Sena. Out of those 40, if I go by Eknath Shinde and his figures, 16 have been given a notice by the Assembly Deputy Speaker. Now, as you have been saying since yesterday, in absence of a speaker, the Deputy Speaker's decision is almost sacrosanct and it is binding on every MLA. So now the notices have been given to the 16 MLAs, they have to respond. The protocol suggests, the constitutional protocol suggests that these 16 MLAs by Monday 5 p.m. when they have to respond, they have to physically go there and respond to the notice and to the notice given by Deputy Speaker. So at this point in time, whether they decide to go back to Mumbai, it's something would be very interesting to see, because at this point in time there is a clear dare which has been thrown by Uddhav Thackeray camp of Shiv Sena to Eknath Shinde and all the rebel MLAs कि आप लोग आ जाइए Mumbai. You come to Mumbai and then we will see to it. There had been requests made, and as Sanjay Rawat said, that enough of requesting work has been done. Now you come and it's going to be all out fight. If it means a fight on the road, we're going to fight till the end. So which means that given the fact there had been so much of violence which has happened so far, will there be any amount of doubt and iota of doubt for these 16 MLAs to go back to Maharashtra in this current situation and comply with the notice which has been given by Deputy Speaker? It's something we have to wait and see. Meghna, very important, if they do not comply with the notice, if they do not respond with, to the MLA, what happens next? Having spoken to constitutional experts, they are saying that if they do not respond and if they do not comply with it, and if they do not come back and appear before the Deputy Speaker within 15 days, then they also stand a chance to get disqualified. Will that happen? Again, we have to wait and see. But nothing can discount the fact that Eknath Shinde had yesterday, had meetings with legal luminaries to understand how to take this fight to the legal corridors.
Right.
What you have been given to understand, yes, they are trying to move to the High Court and also to the Supreme Court against the Deputy Speaker's intervention decision to, in a way, disqualify all these MLAs and challenge it. Will the judiciary intervene? We have to wait and see. But Meghna, the point which is interesting here, how long can they stay here in Guwahati? Because it's been several days that they are here, and after that the notice has been given to all the 16 MLAs.
Absolutely.
How long can they stay here? And if they go back,
That's a very valid point. After they are served a notice, if they fail to reply from their own official emails, they will be asked to present themselves in the assembly. And if they fail to do that, and if they will have to then start the entire process of disqualification. But for them to come to the assembly means they will have to physically leave Guwahati and enter Mumbai. That is something that Uddhav Thackeray's camp has been saying all along, that why aren't you coming to Mumbai? In fact, the next big story that we are getting for you are also reactions which are coming in. In fact, let's get you some of those of the Shiv Sena sending out this unambiguous warning, or if you can call it a threat, that we are not going to bow down. Listen in to Sanjay Rawat, one of the closest aides of Uddhav Thackeray.